It occurred all at once.
Okay.
Brother. New Donk City, here we go. I love flying, but I love doing the electricity too.
You told me I gotta see some movie called Lady Bird.
There's this new movie called Lady Bird. It's by, do you know who Greta Gerwig is?
No, who's that?
She's like kind of this famous, not famous. She's like an indie actress.
I've never heard of her.
I
looked at her IMDb, and she was like in LOL the movie, and like something else stupid.
She was in Frances Ha, which was really good. I forgot who that's by, but it's by like a famous indie guy.
I don't know. I just looked at the synopsis, and it sounded like the most boring thing in the world.
I don't know, but apparently people really like it because they're like, this is what like coming of age films should be.
I feel like I've seen a lot of coming-of-age films.
Yeah, but I'm excited, and I trust Greta Gerwig because I liked her in Frances Ha. It was one of my favorite movies of the year when it came out. It was in 2014, and I don't know, I trust her, so I'm excited to go see it.
My movies to see this year are Downsizing. I really want to see.
I've never seen that.
It's the Alexander Payne one, where it's about, the world's resources are low, so people, they shrink people, and you get paid to be shrunken. And then, like, obviously you live in small cities to take up less resources.
Yep.
And I think it's Matt Damon, Kristen Wiig, and Jason Sudeikis.
Oh, boy. Woo!
But it's Alexander Payne is an extremely talented writer, so I have all faith.
I know you want to see The Disaster Artist.
I really, really want to see The Disaster Artist. I feel like that's going to... Because, I mean, okay, it's silly. It's The Room. It's James Franco, right? But The Disaster Artist, from the perspective of someone who, like, knows what goes into making movies and stuff like that, is just one of the
guess that's interesting.
Fascinating books ever. Like, if you know some of the things that he's actually talking about and, like, how these people act in real life, it creates a whole different perspective, I think. It's extremely... The book is just extremely interesting. I feel like people who don't even know what The Room is could enjoy that book. And maybe the movie, we'll see. Can
we just talk about how the weirdest characters that they've chosen to include in this game are humans?
I don't know. I think it's fun.
No, it's fun, but it's so strange. Like, I would never see that coming.
I feel like it plays into a great fantasy I've always had, where it's like you see people playing Grand Theft Auto, and you're like, oh, I want to play around a Grand Theft Auto world as Mario. Because I guarantee you there's like 1.5 billion Mario mods for GTA. So that is like a really good... It was just a really good idea to include a realistic city world.
It's just something I never thought I would see. Not like I never thought I'd see this. It's so horrible. But, like, it's just cool because it's something I literally did not see coming.
The new Spielberg movie looks really good, too.
What's that one again?
The Post.
Oh, okay, I was going to say Ready Player One does not look good.
It's about...
It's about having no post on Sundays?
It's about the Washington Post publishing... government documents about the Vietnam War.
Oh, okay.
And it's Tom Hanks and Meryl Streep, and it looks really, really good. And it's like, at least from the trailer, everything is like a really big, like, oh, it's interesting because a lot of what they're talking about is still going on today.
Oh, yeah. I just had to, so I just talked to my students, we were talking about To Kill a Mockingbird, and there's one scene where Scout's like, oh yeah, like, wasn't the KKK, like, disbanded? And then her like, Atticus is like, no, like, they're still around, they just, like...
They're called the alt-right, that's what he said, right?
No, he's like, they're still around, they just, like, don't identify by that name all the time, or something to that effect. And I'm like, oh my god, that's so scary now, because it's true. Anyway, so art imitates life, imitates art, so...
Yeah. What am I supposed to be doing here? Talking to this guy? Oh, God. I like this guy.
He's trying to suck up the juice from all the
centipede fella.
I don't know. I think this is my least favorite boss battle.
I like it. I like it because it's rainy and moody.
I do like things that are moody, that's for sure. Mad Eye, not so much, but everything else is
Mad Eye Moody's the best.
No.
You don't like Mad Eye Moody?
Well, because he's really... Barty Crouch.
Yeah, in the one, but he's still in a bunch of the other ones as himself.
I know, he dies, though.
So? He dies because...
He was defending Harry.
No, that one guy, like, sells him out. Whatever his name is.
Bootstraps.
That is not
I just
Harry,
said that. I don't know why I just said that.
Why is that something I always see that on Twitter?
Because it's funny.
But, like, why is that such a resonant quote? It's like stupid Office stuff that I always see.
That's not Office.
No, I said it's like.
Oh, okay.
I said it's like as in it's similar to.
Well, I didn't know if you were, like, using like as a placeholder or using like it actually was.
No.
Everybody loves The Office, Travis.
I'm so sick of The Office. I am so sick of it.
People love The Office.
I know, but I just, like, never
So
want to
obviously
see it
that
again.
means you're in the wrong.
I just never want to see it again. I don't want to be the Pam to your Jim.
Unless we're talking about, like, Pam Spray.
Unless we're talking about Pamida and,
No, Pam
and
Spray
Jimmy
for-
Neutron.
No, Pam Spray for, like, a gym floor, and then everyone slides
For
around. And then everyone, like, slides around on it because
I
they're...
can't aim high enough.
Oh, shoot.
I need a... Oh, I'm dead.
You need to stop.
Why didn't you help me?
I mean, I could try to possess one of those fireballs, but unfortunately...
You could get a heart for me.
Oh, we have to go back all the way down here. Oh, okay.
No, I just did a stupid...
I'm like, do we have to go all the way back down there?
I did a dumb.
Yeah, you did. I haven't been to a Pamida in a long time.
They don't exist anymore, I don't think.
That's probably why, then. Speaking of The Office,
Okay.
if you had to be on any NBC comedy, what would it be?
30 Rock, obviously.
What about Seinfeld, though?
I don't know if I'd want to be... Like, am I in the world of the show, or am I acting
You're
on
like
the show?
you're a character in the show.
I'm a bit player.
Yes.
It'd be between Seinfeld and 30 Rock.
I would probably
30
choose
Rock
30 Rock.
would probably have the more eccentric role.
Yeah.
I mean, Seinfeld is pretty eccentric, but you get another 10
But like,
years. Yeah.
like you'd end up being the double dip the chip guy, or you know, like
George was the double dip the chip guy.
Well, no, because the guy who says it though isn't
Oh.
George, right? So you'd just be like a normal person reacting to these crazy people.
Yeah.
I feel like, and then in 30 Rock you could be a fully crazy person, like full.
What's on NBC anymore, even?
This Is Us.
I mean,
That
that is
that's
the
about
most
it.
mom show that ever existed.
That is the Pink of TV, but that's
like, our friend talked about how amazing it was, and I thought it was going to be, like, really dramatic, but it's just... It's like I watched
it's not as good as Parenthood, that's for sure.
It's just... It's... Oh, I don't know. I had trouble watching it just because it was so saccharine and cliche.
Well, yeah,
and
it's
trope.
a feel-good show for basic.
For what it was... Oh, that was great.
Yay!
Speaking of, I have to catch up on all, like, the normie shows so I can talk to people at work and other stuff. Like, I have to watch Stranger Things and Mindhunter, but...
InfoWars, you know.
No, I'd rather watch InfoWars than Stranger Things, that's for sure.
I haven't seen the first season. I don't really plan on seeing it.
I don't get it. It's really just sort of boring to me.
I was like, I get it. It's a genre piece, whatever. It's not
It's
for
so nostalgic. You
that
want to talk about
kid-
nostalgia? It is like the most 80s pandering thing in
me.
the
That
whole
kid
universe.
is like the most famous thing ever right now.
What kid?
The kid with the curly hair.
I thought
the
the
show.
bald girl was famous now.
Well, that too. But like the kid is so famous. They're like on BuzzFeed, I see things all the time where it's like 15 pictures that
Can you
prove
just
we
say
don't
on the
deserve
internet?
him.
Do you have to say on BuzzFeed?
Why?
Because you're giving them. Think of all the publicity you're giving them.
Oh, sorry. But it's like 15 things that prove we don't deserve whoever that kid is.
I have a hard time understanding like things that are like how some things resonate with people.
Well, it's like it kind of becomes somewhat popular, and then the internet, you know, lets it take off.
But why don't we deserve some stupid kid? Like, I don't care. He's not.
Well,
he's
Travis,
not
you
that
gotta
great
listen to the 15 reasons.
He's not that great an actor. They're all pretty good, but they're not like fantastic.
You need to find. Oh man, if only there was a backup drummer right there.
Dang, that was hard.
I'm glad we're getting a moon for this. I think this is the stupidest moon in the entire game.
I don't really care.
It's just so lazy. Like not.
I don't
even
think
put
it's
him
that
anywhere
lazy.
else.
I think it's supposed to go, oh. Because it's kind of a weird thing you don't do usually, like find people.
I guess.
So they do that and you're like, oh, I need to find stuff like that. So now I need to find 3 other
Okay,
ones.
I get that.
I don't like how the people move at 30 frames per second when they're more than 5 feet from you. That's what I don't like.
I didn't
Look
even
at that guy.
notice
He's like,
Ugh.
no.
Gross.
I mean, at least Mario's frame rate doesn't chug, but it still bothers me.
That is really gross. I didn't realize that.
How did you not realize that?
I know, because I didn't spend a lot of time in the city, and I didn't really pay attention to people in the background.
It's like the first thing I noticed, because you don't have a frame rate eye for some reason.
No, I do. I just like once you point it out to me, I notice it, and I know that it lags, but I'm not good at like identifying.
It's not the same thing as lag. It's not like it's chugging. They just set it that way.
Why would they set it that way?
Because it probably does lag if they had it running at the full thing. So like I guess it's not as bad as Pokemon like Sun and Moon or X and Y, where it's just like like ticking away like a slideshow.
Oh yeah.
Like they're preemptively trying to stop that, but
okay. I thought you were gonna fall off. Chaps, have you ever gone into the deep woods?
Is that like the deep web?
No.
Then no.
It's in the garden.
No.
Gusty Garden Galaxy. No, it's in the wood.
Oh no, I don't know what that is.
It's the deep woods. If you fall off the cliff, you land in something called the deep woods.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
I learned that because I was doing this. I was going for a moon yesterday, where you had to. It was along the edge of that cliff that you have to climb to get to like the higher up area, and you have to like roll down it and collect a bunch of those notes in order to get on there and to get a.
Oh yeah, I did that, but I didn't die.
I fell off. And
you can do it slow. You don't have to rush it.
Yeah. Well, I fell off, and then I'm like, "Oh crap, I'm gonna die." Turns out, nope. You do not die. You fall into the deep woods, which is much better than the deep web.
I know this guy's on a rooftop, but I can't remember.
I think he's like up there.
You think so?
Yeah. I love New Donk City.
It's great. It's refreshing. I don't know. I'm trying to think about Stranger Things some more, and I'm just like...
You're just done.
Like... It's not funny. It's not dramatic. It's not terrible. It's just, like, boring.
It's just kind of meh.
Like, okay.
It's like, great.
Some people watch Big Bang Theory. Wow, they find it funny. Well, whatever. I can't tell them that what they find... I mean, it's not funny to me, and I don't think it is funny, but if you find it funny, it's not like you're going to change that, so... But, like... It's not... I don't know.
Ooh, he's in the next... He's the roof over. That's what it is. Right there. Yeah. I think Big Bang Theory is pretty critically derided, so...
Well, then why does it have that hit new spin-off?
Oh, that looks awful. The production value of that looks awful.
Well, they moved to a single camera than a multi-camera sitcom, and the people who did Big Bang Theory probably don't know how to make a single camera one.
Yeah. Mayor Pauline.
That was such a fun idea to make Pauline the mayor.
And people who do not.
Oh yeah, I gotta do this.
People who do not know the history of the series wouldn't even be like, oh yeah, Mayor Pauline, great. They would not know.
Well, they're probably upset that a woman is the mayor.
Oh, yeah.
Because, unless they have a nostalgia reason, I don't know why they would do that.
That's true. Women in power?
They can be powered. They just gotta be like a princess or like a fairy godmother or,
So basically they have to be Jennifer Saunders.
Yeah.
Which is...
Or, a woman can be like a family matriarch. Like if she's like the rich lady who killed her husband.
Oh, like Joan Cusack. In
Addams Family Values.
That's appropriate.
That's a good movie.
I haven't seen that in so long.
I've seen it probably too many times.
I need to see it.
Is there... Oh, yeah.
Talk about a gay
Okay, because there's
movie.
Addams Family. There's Addams Family Values. And there... Okay, so Addams Family, like the first one, isn't that great of a movie. Addams Family Values is really good. And then there's Addams Family Reunion, and it's terrible. I remember seeing it when I was a kid. I don't think it has any of the same actors.
Well, that would be why it's terrible.
Because like a big part of why that movie works is because they have such great actors doing it. Christina Ricci as Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. Bam!
We're getting to the big moment.
Here we go! Well, let's do it. Let's do it for this episode. We might as well.
That don't matter.
You know what? You stuck around with our invigorating commentary this long. We might as well give you a gift.
Okay.
This is my favorite part of the game.
I like the ending better, but this is still really... This is something, like, I felt an emotional reaction to. Like, I had, like, a smile on my face when I was doing it. It's like, how often do you play a video game and you're, like, smiling?
And you're like, yeah. You're fully in the zone.
In the p-zone.
Oh, I want a calzone right now.
I want a high school cafeteria calzone.
Those are so good.
Wish you could order them
Just
online.
a bunch of sausage and cheese.
Yeah, it's like, there's, like, no sauce, and there's, like, very little crust. It's, like, all greasy sausage and cheese.
Did you know you can replay the final section?
This?
No, the final section of the game.
Oh, no, I didn't.
If you go back to, like, the,
You just fight
if you
Bowser
go back to
again?
the hill, and then you can do, like, the Bowser transformation.
Do you have to fight Bowser again?
Yeah.
Or? Yeah, I don't want to do that. I can't remember what I was going to say now. What were we talking about? Oh, you know what I don't really like? Or maybe just because I'm not good at them? The Toad music ones.
I haven't ran into Toad. I've only run into him in one area.
There's one in a couple worlds, I think, where he's like, play me something that sounds like this.
Yeah, there's like, play me something that sounds like I'm turning into a monster or something like that. And I'm like,
Oh, this is great.
ugh.
It's so happy, but it's not, like, over the top. It's, like, warranted.
Yep.
And, like, this section isn't super
It's
challenging,
up
but
to
it's
you.
still engaging. It's so colorful.
From this great wide raccoon. And, like, the song is the perfect mix of being super campy, but also, like, being legitimately
Like, kind of
enjoyable.
well done,
Yeah.
Is like as bad as like a lyricized song could be in a video game. This is,
Yeah.
And then you get this, and that's just.
I mean, it's beautiful.
I thought they like because when I got to this part, I'm like, oh, there's no way they're actually gonna have Donkey Kong because Nintendo would be weird about that. But then they do because I feel like Nintendo would have a thing where it's like, oh, if it's a Mario game, we can't have Donkey Kong or something like that. Yeah.
But I mean, like, this is Nintendo. Like, this is really the start of it all.
Well,
I mean, obviously they've been around for a long time.
I think
but
the
like,
stupid Mario Bros. One came out first, where it's like they're coming out of the pipes.
No, I think this one was first, wasn't it?
Oh, I didn't even get to this part. I know she does a little dance. Let's do a... How do I? Oh, how the heck do I do the camera mode?
Oh, you have to press down on the control pad.
Oh, it doesn't work in two-player mode, I guess. I was gonna do a crowd surfing picture, whatever. Give me a star. Yeah, that's probably something you should play and not watch us do. It's a little more...
it's better. And it's better when you don't know what you're doing, because
Yeah.
like, we went through it quickly. Yay!
That's a traditional festival. That's fun.
That's tradition, that's for sure. Oh, it's just so cute and adorable. And like you said, it's warranted. Like, it's celebratory. It's looking at the past, looking
I
at
don't
the
think
future.
it's like adorable in a childish way.
Yeah,
It's just
exactly.
like it's a way that I feel like you can just enjoy. Well, I think we're gonna call it now. Hope you had a good time playing Mario Odyssey with us, or whatever the heck you're doing right now. We're gonna sign off.